Are we all individual characters, appearing on the life stage, as results of evolution and accidental happenings occurring in nature? Or do we appear in life to fulfill a meaning and purpose, and play destined roles, as parts of a universal being, who comes and goes life after life? Does meaning of life lie in conquering and destroying others, and establishing one's superiority and dominance over fellow human beings? Or do we belong to the common body of humanity, which we should apply together in order to move forward the possibilities of evolution to a higher stage that life on Earth has bestowed on us? Is the reality an arena where one is thrown to live, reproduce, and find meaning of life, in the pursuit of winning over needs thrust upon all animals as products of physical interactions in the material sphere, as many may suggest? Or is it a far more interesting opportunity of experiencing an existence, where a cosmic mind manifests itself in bodily form? The book relates a journey of the universal cosmic man, named Tathagata, who wanders through a multidimensional reality which manifests through different levels of consciousness, which empower and provide possibilities of evolution of higher man. The reality takes its shape according to the nature of consciousness in which the mind perches on the world to gaze at it. The way one chooses decides the reality of life which one may experience as instinct-bound individuals, or creative artistic person, or rational and scientific man, or a mystic, for example.
Tathagata's journey is an epic journey through different levels of consciousness. He comes and goes life after life following the wheel of birth, death and rebirth. He searches beauty, love, and meaning of life in the universe, and seeks an escape from the suffering of the world. By bearing conflicting desires and will, he wanders from realm to realm in order to find an enlightened way. As parts of Tathagata, all human beings carry in themselves the contradictions of the Promethean and the Orpean nature. Like the creatures of Prometheus, on one hand, they seek knowledge, power, wealth and fame in the instinct-bound world, where the will to dominate, and the desire to triumph over others reign. In contradiction to this will, which brings tumults of conflicts, as the bearers of Orpean sensibilities, they seek, on the other hand, beauty and love, beyond the realm of the senses, and ways that will lead man to find home, where one may find peace and tranquility. Every time Tathagata is reborn, he is entrapped in the time hall of illusion, where a maze of conflicting desires and emotions entangles his mind. All human beings are destined to start their journey in this time hall of illusion, from where many paths move to the world. While facing a plethora of possibilities to choose from, they wander through different realms of the mind that lie within themselves. During the wandering, the guide of the soul appears as a spiritual power, willing to show man the enlightened way. Torn by doubts and disbelief in the spiritual existence, the wanderer often chooses paths of the worldly will and desire, and thus ends up in pursuing activities that led to suffering, which he wishes to avoid.
Therefore, the journey has no particular cultural framework and temporal setting. It is told through myths of the world, which are the common ground uniting man of all cultures and times. The story is meant to provide knowledge and perspectives that may help human beings, belonging to different cultures in the contemporary world, to grasp the meaning of the wandering of man in the cosmic sphere from a universal mythical perspective. It is based on a common ground where human beings may unite in their striving for love, beauty, and home. The book begins with the stories of the mythical characters, who still incarnate in men and women living today. Tathagata's journey is an inner journey, perceived as illusion generated by the mind. By making meditative reflections in the time hall of illusion, he relates the story of the journey he has made in an earlier life, and the one in which he has embarked on now. The life which has passed is inseparably entangled with the life which is passing, or will pass in the future through this time hole. In the end, Tathagata expounds an enlightened way to live. The story of the journey of Tathagata will provide the readers with perspectives and awareness about the way we can make journey of life, which is bound to a physical body with its diverse needs, and the mind with its multiple levels of consciousness, through which life can be realized. All human life are destined to move in a reality colored by the projection of the individual mind, and in that sense trapped in a hole of illusion. All paths of journey must pass through this illusory time hall, and at every moment there are several choices of paths, which lead to different levels of experiences. An inner guide exists in us all, who directs us to choose paths leading to a higher state of consciousness, and helps us to overcome the obstacles that may appear as sufferings on the way. It prescribes a way about how to comprehend the meaning of this journey of life, as a dual existence comprising of the mortal and the inner guide. This dual is embedded in a cosmos that exists as a great symphony. It is hoped that the readers will gain wisdom and vision to grasp the meaning of being as a part of this symphony of the universe.